Hello guys, welcome back again. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a water test with the Zealot S79 and the JBL xtreme 4. Previously, I've done some water tests with some speakers back in the days, and all the speakers I've done tests on water tests, they actually survived the test. Please kindly like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. I'm going to see for myself if the newly released JBL xtreme 4 can actually survive water and that of the Zealot S79 as well. Now, as you may know, the company claims that the speakers are waterproof, they got water resistant, so we're going to be seeing for ourselves if that's actually true or if they're just capping. Now, for a lot of you guys out there that are familiar with portable speakers that have waterproof, you know that these speakers actually come with the cover they kind of using, protecting the ports where you have the charging ports, the audio jack, and USB. So they have this rubber plastic they use in covering those places that prevents water from penetrating. This plastic actually prevents water from penetrating into the speaker whenever you accidentally drop them in water. But the JBL xtreme 4 does not have this protective plastic. It doesn't have it. The charging port in the JBL xtreme 4 is pretty exposed. So I'm a little bit surprised for that. And I'm also annoyed for the fact that the JBL xtreme 4 came with just the Type-C for charging port. It doesn't have an audio jack. It has no USB-A port, so that's something I would have loved for them to put in the JBL xtreme 4, but that's not the case here. So I'm pretty surprised, and I'm wondering if the JBL xtreme 4 is going to survive water. So I'm going to find out if it's going to survive water with this water test. As for the Zealot S79, it came with the traditional protective plastic cover, so which you can find in pretty much any Zealot speaker. So I'm sure that's going to be okay. So without wasting much of your time, let's submerge this speaker inside water. Let's see if they can survive water. Now, we're just not going to be submerging them inside water or splashing water on them. We're going to be playing them after the water test to see if they're still going to, deliver a very good sound. And we're also going to be charging them as well after the water test to see if the charging ports got damaged. Just like I said, the xtreme 4 does not have that protective cover case. So we're going to test that out too, if the JBL xtreme 4 is going to survive water test and it's still going to be charging perfectly well even after the water test. So without further ado, let's get right into it. that's it. Both speakers actually impressed me. Both speakers did well. They survived the water test. I submerged both speakers like you saw. I submerged them inside water, and they actually survived the water test. And as for the JBL Extreme 4, regarding the fact that the speaker does not have this protective cover case, you have to wait a little bit for some time for the charging ports. The water that obviously when you put it inside the water, some water is going to go inside the type C charging port, so you have to wait for some time for the water to dry off a little bit before you put the charger, because putting the charger while you still have some water stuck in there is a bad idea. Sometimes it's not just going to charge. When the water is dried out, then you can charge it. It's going to be fine. So that's it for the JBL Extreme 4. When you have some water stuck in there, it's not going to charge, but when it's dried out, it's going to charge perfectly fine. So that's just it. The fact that it does not have that cover case, that's why you experience something like that. But regarding the fact that the speaker might lose its charging port, the charging port might get damaged. That's not the case here at all. It didn't get damaged. It survived the water test. It was 100% okay. But that's just what you observe. You just have to let it dry out before you can plug in your charger and you're good to go. As for the Zealot S79, came with that protective case, and you don't have to wait for any water, because obviously no water could penetrate the protective case, so it was pretty sealed and no water got in the charging port or other ports it has, because it came with the audio jack and type C and USB-A and the SD card if you want to put something like that in your portable speaker. So as for the Zealot, the protective case is a good idea. It's a good way to go regarding waterproof. And for the JBL Extreme 4, just have that in mind. It has to dry up before you plug in your charger again, because it's probably not going to charge when you have some water stuck in there. It's just going to, it's just not going to charge. That's what I experienced. So thank you for watching. Till next time, peace. But this is not to encourage you to intentionally dip yours into water. I actually submerged both speaker inside the water specifically for this video, so you guys can actually know that they are indeed waterproof 100%.